we go. Well, good morning. How's everybody doing? Great. Good. Welcome to Crosspoint. Glad you're here today. See a lot of new faces. Hope you feel just right at home. We are so glad that you're here. I want to welcome you to part 3 of Path to Life. I'm really excited about this series, and the reason why is I have been hearing you discuss what's being preached on Sunday morning, and that's always a good thing. Our goal as a teaching team is to present messages that will stimulate spiritual conversation, because it's important for us to talk about our faith. In fact, if you're not in a life group, this would be a great time to just jump right into a life group, because these conversations about the return of Christ have been illuminating and thought-provoking and very enlightening. So get involved in a life group and get some good conversation. In our life group this past Wednesday, the first question that I asked, and I think we have that, can we put that on the screen there, is this. Spiritually speaking, we are in the courtship phase of our relationship with Jesus Christ. But one day, we will be His bride, and He will be our bridegroom. Have you thought about this, and what does this stir within you? Now, I'll be honest, when I asked this question in class, the first guy piped up, he goes, well, I don't like this at all. He said, this is an affront to my masculinity. And he said, I don't have a funny bone in my body. And another guy said, that's right, I don't either. You know, I want to be the person wearing the tuxedo. I have no desire to wear a wedding dress. Then one of the other guys said, well, hey, I think you might look good in a wedding dress. And so we have had some real interesting conversations about this in life group. But this analogy of the bride and the groom is a really good analogy when it comes to the return of Christ. And here's why. The writers of the New Testament are trying to paint a picture of how we should be living as we are looking forward to the return of Christ. We should be living like a bride before her wedding. We should be living with anticipation. We should be living with excitement. We should be living with expectation and hope. Because the truest reality in our life as believers is that one fine day He's going to come crashing through the clouds and He's going to shout our name out loud. We believe that Jesus will return one fine day. Church, we need to understand that the certain future, the certain unchanging future of every child of God is that one day we will see Jesus face to face. But even though we know this truth, there's still kind of a rub for us, because we tend to get so weighed down with the things of this world, like the lady in the skit, don't we? We just get so weighed down with earthly things that a lot of times we are a little bit more like a runaway bride than a bride who is living in anticipation of the Lord's return. Let's watch this.
All rise, please.
The bride is walking down the aisle. Maggie Carpenter is walking down the aisle. Oh, she's pausing. Keep eye contact. Stay with me. Contact.
Please be seated. Thank you.
I just need to get a camera.
We are gathered here today. Please, no cameras now. Could we hold all photos until the end of the ceremony? Thank you. We are gathered here today. Where is she going? Don't.
Oh,
for a doll moment of a Maggie wedding.
There's a man coming downstairs with lots of candy in his pockets, and if you tickle him, he'll give you all of his candy. Here you go, look at me. Just tickle him.
Put on Money's shoes.
He's running after her.
She's in pretty good shape, too.
Where do you think she's going?
Wherever it is, she'll be there by 10:30 tomorrow.
If we show this movie for our next movie for missions, how many will come and see it? Little plug there, just kidding. That might be a good idea though. But in the movie Runaway Bride, Maggie is afraid to get married ultimately because she is afraid of rejection. And as believers in Jesus Christ, I think one of the main reasons we aren't really excited about the return of Christ is, we're a little afraid. There's this holy thing. He's holy and we aren't. And then, the sin thing. We struggle with sin and he's sinless. And so part of us is fearful of rejection. And so rather than anticipating the moment when we see Jesus face to face, we busy ourselves with the things of this world, and we kind of push the thought of seeing Jesus face to face out of our minds. But here's what I want to remind you of today. When Jesus came the first time, it was a really good thing, right?
Right.
And so when he comes again, it's going to be even a better thing, right?
Right.
Here's what's true for us as believers. God did not create us for rejection, but for salvation. Think about that. God didn't send